You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, April 21, 2022.
I think we both went down.
That was really good. Hey, unisons can still be good duets, probably. I don't know. I don't have a degree in music. I just make noise. Welcome to Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast. Season 2. I was going to say season this many, but you're only able to see that if you're a patron. So stay tuned for more info on that. We're better now. This is an improv comedy podcast. As you may have figured out, we're going to say hilarious things. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. But you notice I said we, first person plural. Not doing this all by me onesies. Oh no. Oh no. I know that would be its own show, and you'd probably have a certain reaction to that. But no, I'm doing this with two excellent people who I am honored to call friend. Two of my individual digital left. I don't know. Dave!
Hello, it is me, Dave.
And even further left of me in both digital and, depending on your map orientation, geographical sense, it's Jess!
Hello. Hi. I hit the mic. I hit the mic while I was doing the finger arts. Hi.
Yeah, Jess keeps her mics in line with physical discipline. That's none of your fucking business. Anyway, we're doing an improv comedy podcast. It's going to be hilarious. We're going to make things up on the spot. Finger art is cooler than you've ever known. I need you to deal with it. This is an improv comedy podcast. Did I say that already? I don't give a shit. We're going to make stuff up on the spot. You're going to laugh. It's going to be great. And you know what's first? Do you know what is the actual first thing we do on this? A Blue episode hosted by me, Cody, the greatest? Well, you know what? It's this.
Welcome to Cody's Words of Wisdom. Soak up the knowledge.
Michael Crumbopulous Allen was the first judge on the Supreme Court of Mars, and I will tell you what, he decided that nipples are free speech, and you can't fight me on that because it was also decided in the law that that's illegal. So I don't know what you're gonna do. Your lawyers are fired, pal. They try to charge you an arm and a leg, but guess what? If I don't have any arms or legs, you can't sue me. That is in the Constitution. The Constitution of Mars. You thought I was telling the truth. Guess what? I can't tell the truth because a genie cursed me 15 years ago when I wished for the biggest limbs that ever existed. He said, that's a stupid fucking wish. And I was like, you're right. What should I wish for instead? And he said, you should wish for freedom. And I was like, I'm not a genie like you. I don't know where you're coming from with this. You're also a Martian genie, which means that we don't have the same cultural base to relate to each other to, with, or from. So what's gonna happen here? Andrew Jackson was there. He said, listen, bro, I've got a thimble of my blood, and if you drink it, you can fight this genie to the death.
And you can't fight me on that.
Everyone's got glorious long hair except for me. I have a scraggly beard. That was Words of Wisdom. That was where I give you wisdomous words, and you become... Yeah, sorry, we got to do the Jesus hand. Wait, very important. Oh, no. I thought you were doing the Jesus hand. Yes, Jess, you have a question.
I got a question.
Hit me. Is it about nipples being free speech? Because it's very important.
It's part of that.
Okay.
So, you said that you couldn't tell a lie? Or you couldn't tell the truth. You couldn't tell the truth because of the genie, so was that real?
Yes. Every word of the Words of Wisdom is 100% factual.
Whoa.
But then you were, but then it's a lot, and then it's, but then it's a lot, and then it's.
There you go. That's part of wisdom, is discerning the truth or untruth of the universe. Hey, now that we've done one segment, what do you think about doing another segment? How does that grab you?
Bold. Live and Let Die. Let's go for it. YOLO.
Good song. One of the good songs. Hey, let's do a segment. This segment is called
Upwards, Downwards, Forwards, Backwards. I say we go Fruitwards.
Yes, it is time for the world famous Fruitwards, where we draw 2 cards. 1 and 1. A kind and a color. One color is an adjective, the other one is a noun. And based on those draws, we will improvise a scene. Because that's what we do. We're fucking hilarious. I don't know if you've figured that out by now, but it's true. But now, since we no longer live in the past of like 1999, thanks Prince, we do this digitally. I'm going to draw these cards digitally and send this information at the speed of light and possibly faster, because fuck you, physics.
I guess we'll just have to make it up in the year 2000. Bring it up to you in the year 2000. Make it hard for you in the year 2000.
Oh, it's already happened. Hey, I'm gonna draw some cards. What do you guys? What do y'all think? Here we go.
Yep.
I did it anyway. I did it irrespective of your approval, which I neither asked for nor received. Holy shit! Mainpernable Whitesmith. Oh yes, I almost forgot. This app was developed by our amazing, amazing patron, Unexampled Salt, who I look up to as a personal hero. I have a tattoo of him on my left body part. So thank you, Unexampled Salt. I appreciate it. Mainpernable Whitesmith.
Mainpernable.
Capable of being admitted to give surety by mainpreneurs. Able to be main prized. I have no idea.
The release of a prisoner from custody upon Surly's pending trial?
Yeah, I got something similar. An undertaking given to a magistrate or court that even without having an accused in custody, one will be liable for the appearance. Oh, nope, mine's different. Liable for the appearance of the accused on a fixed day to defend and any and all charges to be brought against him.
Yeah,
it's like a trial without someone appearing there. Seems to be, or according to Legal Dictionary, the taking a man into friendly custody who might otherwise be committed to prison upon security given for his appearance at a time and place assigned. I don't know what the fuck that means.
That sounds like bail, almost.
Yeah, the action of procuring the release of a prisoner on someone's undertaking to stand surely for his or her appearance in court at a specific time. Yeah, it's like bail.
Okay. Oh, so it's basically bail.
The mainpernable meaning that subject to whatever that process is.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing. What's a whitesmith?
Oh, whitesmith, you may ask, at home or here in the studio. A worker in iron who finishes or polishes the work, in distinction from one who forges it. So, like an inker in comics. There's someone who draws it, who does the, forging. And then the inker is like, yep, I'm tracing things. Right, Jess? That's
not what an inker does. And now I know what my next segment's going to be on.
So, a worker in iron has nothing to do with drawing.
I don't know why I'm in this mess. I'm not even the guy that made the thing in the first place.
Well, yes, but you had a hand in its... I don't know, crafting, production. I don't smith things, so I'm gonna have to take your word for it. But you are still culpable overall in a legal sense.
But I wasn't like part of the conspiracy or whatever. I was just a victim of circumstance. I show up, and then all of a sudden there's SWAT teams and detectives and all of these and dogs. I don't.
Hello.
Like dog. Oh God.
Shit. Okay, here we go. Just be cool. Just be cool.
So I hear you have been up to no good here in Transylvania.
I came to do a job.
What we talked about.
And it turned out to be something that I shouldn't have been involved in.
Oh, you think?
Good.
You
Nicely done.
think? Good. You think maybe you shouldn't come to my country and start making silver crosses and stakes made out of metal?
I was told that there was a devout population.
Oh.
I didn't realize that it was going to be so hairy, you know?
Remember what we talked about?
Sorry.
Harry.
I didn't know that things were going to be
That
as
hurts.
crazy.
That hurts. That
That's
hurts. You can't see it because this is a reflective mirror, and that's why you can't see me in it on this side. But on the other side, Larry is there. He's hurt and he's crying, okay? Because
sorry, Larry.
it was a full moon.
Good.
All right?
Apologize to
It
Larry.
was a
That's
full
good.
moon.
Yeah.
And you gave some of those silver items to some of those miscreants. And poor Larry there got shot in the leg.
You're
Wait,
saying
here we
just
go.
because
Have you
I
ever-
made silver bullets, it's my fault?
Yes.
Good.
They were scraps from the crosses. They were just going to go to waste. I can't make a little money on the side.
Good.
Not at Larry's expense. Do you know how difficult it is to be a werewolf with one human leg?
I can only imagine.
Hold on. As my client's representation here, I want to make sure that it is known that we object to the term werewolf, and I want to make sure that it's known that we prefer the term lycanthropian Transylvanian. Just okay, carry on. Just want to make sure that's on the record.
Your client is literally agreeing and saying he has done these terrible things. He's
Wait,
going to be He's going to be thrown into the succubus den of which he will never return.
Hold up.
This is custom.
Oh,
He gets to go.
Customary.
then?
He gets to go in the succubus.
Yeah, I did it.
Which you will never return.
I mean, as
Okay,
his attorney,
fine.
I think it's really important that we share a moral culpability here.
I don't
He's a
think
lawyer.
you understand what a succubus is.
I thought I
Maybe
did.
know
I'm
what?
using wrong word.
I really, really thought I had a pretty good idea of what that meant. But
Yeah,
now I'm doubting it in a legal scenario.
Maybe law school has failed me once again. Could you clarify it for us then? And just in case, obviously my client's rights are very important and we need to make sure that what we're getting into is what we're getting into.
Yes. I mean, I would usually, I'm not the one on this side because the camera can't pick me up. So like all of this is a little on the little sides. But Larry here, he's licking his wounds. Like I
Sorry,
can see
Larry.
through the mirror.
That's
He's
good.
licking them.
My bad.
Keep up with the apologies. That's good. That's solid. So
Yeah.
okay.
No, so
Okay.
succubuses. Attractive.
Succubities, right?
Succubus.
Okay.
Attractive
Right. I'm with you to the end. Right.
individuals, some maybe female identifying, some maybe male, some
Usually,
maybe
yeah.
gender non-binary.
In that case, they'd be
Non-gender
incubi,
binary.
right?
So they still want to use the term succubi, so
Oh,
I can't.
interesting. Okay.
I'm trying to be open to all of their things because they're also trying new things, such as they are
Okay.
extremely attractive and
Yeah.
they are
Right.
to suck out your life force,
Yeah.
right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
There are
Okay.
a lot of workshops. They can't suck your life force out without full consent. So, like physically suck it out. So they are now working on spiritually sucking out your life's force,
Spiritual sucking.
emotionally
Okay.
sucking out
Okay.
your life's force,
Wow.
mentally sucking it out. There's not a lot of physical anymore
Oh.
without full
Oh.
consent. It's a rule. It's the
Okay.
laws.
Okay.
You know what, Stan? This is I appreciate.
But people
you
don't
do
worry
you.
about the
I'm gonna-
progression. They don't worry about being progressive if it deals with emotional or mental. That they're still okay with. So you don't need an okay for those.
Right.
Makes
Anyway.
makes it easier.
Well,
I'm probably going to have to give firm after this. Go ahead.
I did come here to polish silver.
So really, I guess the real question here is, was a crime committed? That's what I have to ask.
Yes, you
a
shot.
real question.
A real.
You shot a lycanthropathic Transylvanian officer in the leg in the middle of a full moon,
Mm-hmm.
while also saying many Hail Marys, waving around crosses, and quite frankly, it's a bit offensive that you only think that one religion repulses us.
Wait, you're repulsed by multiple religions?
Oh, of course.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's this weird thing that everybody thinks it's always the one. But if that were the case, then suddenly crosses would be like turning us all into flames out of the blue when the one guy got put up on one, and you're thousands of miles away and you don't know who the guy is, you know?
Well, that's not how it works.
That?
Okay. I honestly hadn't.
I didn't come here to proselytize religion or anything like that. So,
okay.
And then I would
Welcome
like also
to Transylvania, then.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes. My client is very, very, not recalcitrant. What's the other word? You know, he's very that. He's pretty much on the up and up.
Calcitrant?
He's sad. He's sad about the things he did, right? You're sad about the things you did?
I'm remorseful, but
that
also
too.
It was an accident.
Not a scholar.
And
be honest here.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
Also that.
And I think I would like to be set free. I'm still wishy-washy on the succubi.
Well, you know what? We'll look into that. So don't worry about it. Leave that to me. I'm going to do some exploratory research. So really, I think at this point, it only makes sense. It's only logical. It is only the just and decent thing to do that my client be
set free until the trial.
We're doing lawyer things now. Hold on. Remanded unto the custody of a responsible individual who understands all the circumstances here. I'm trying to get you like a succubus guy, like work with me.
I mean, we really don't want to throw you into the jail. You look like the kind of guy that's going to get eaten alive before you're supposed to be sentenced to be eaten alive. And we don't want that.
Right? So, that would be unjust. That would be cruel. Would be...
Larry, you could go into Larry's custody.
Sorry, Larry.
Well, Larry is an aggrieved party, which means he's not... he is not ambivalent to the terms being discussed here. I think if we look at it from a real...
if you look into the Transylvania bylaws, his one leg would be a culpable party that would not be able to take him in, but the rest of him would be, because that part technically didn't exist while in the werewolf form during the incident. Just the one leg that was shot and turned human.
Okay.
Oh, shit, we got
all
legalized.
the other appendages,
I got this. So then we're gonna move that my client be remanded into the custody of Larry's leg. I got this. I'm a pro. No, right? No objections? Yeah? No?
That's the one thing he can't be.
Shit. Okay, start talking about like bananas and cream pie, because we're going for insanity.
I don't even like bananas, but sometimes I have them in a cream pie.
Good, that's good.
Me too. We have so much in common.
Awesome. That was Fruitwards. I'm sorry, I was totally tickled by me and Dave both going, shit. And now, before you think that this entire buffet of comedy has ended with the butterballs, not the turkeys, the actual spheres made of butter, we're going on to, you guessed it, another segment. It's this one, and it's intense.
Twitter shins. Rapidballs.
Oh, yes, you lucky listeners, this is Twitter Shins Rapidballs, where we find, and by we, I of course mean I, find the top 30 tweets on the entire curmudgeonly internet, read them for your pleasure. That's right, I delve the cesspit that brings forth tweets, and I find only the good ones to bring back for you, so that you can remain pure and innocent. Tweet number 3. Did I mention that our pundits are going to discuss them? And they're going to tell you what to think because that's what you need. Number 3. From Gracie Gonzalez. At Gracie Gonzalez. Is my door broken, or is your guys like this too? I reloaded twice. Dave.
No, that's not like my door at all. So I think we're gonna have to go with broken. My door, it sits in the corner of the room. It doesn't bother anybody. I put boxes on top of it. There are plants growing in it. Yours looks like it might like swing. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Someone could get hurt. So no, yeah, yours is broken. It's not normal.
Dave is always looking out for everyone's personal safety, especially when swinging. Jess, rebuttal.
Well, yeah, it pretty much looks like the door will be broken. Yeah, looks like you broke a door over there. I don't know what you did there, but you broke it. Broke it real nice. You know, I broke my door once. Yeah, I took my boot and I put it right through the door when I found out that My Little Ponies was getting canceled. It wasn't going to get that second movie with all the pretty little My Little Ponies with little crystal gem eyes. They were going to be so cute. But you know what? It happens. That's what you're going to want to do. It's what you're going to want to do with your broken door. You're going to want to get... you don't want to get a jackhammer. That's not the type of hammer you want to get. There's different types of hammer. There's a jackhammer, there's a ping hammer, there's a bing hammer, there's blah, 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 bing, dang, dang hammer. You want to get good old fashioned normal hammer, and then you want to get your hairpins. You want to put your hairpins, you want to get new ones, you want to go tick, tick, down. You want to make sure that you put your door back onto that hinge, because if you did not put that door back onto that hinge, when you went to put the little handpenny, tip, tap, 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 your door is going to be somewhere else, and then you're going to have a little tip, tap, tap, taps.
And if you don't agree with... Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Did you cut me out? Did you cut me out? You never put a door on for you. Never put a door on for you. Know there's better steps, but that's fine. That's fine. I guess it's what you two for.
That door's going to be somewhere else.
I am legally required to agree with that. Tweet number 2 from Litter Kittens. At Litter Kittens. Did someone say magic? Cat emoji? And I'm terrified to do this. Jess!
Happy day. You know, I really love them kitty cats. I love them little kitty cats emojis. And one day I'm asking, I think I've seen a little kitty cat as precious little magical gift that Jesus brought down for her hand. Every single hand that he's had is doing little kitty cat magic. Little paper pass and little beads that go boop, 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 boop. Whenever they gotta make them little breads that they're gonna then put out their oven, and then they're gonna pick it out, and then they're gonna hand you that little bit of bread, and it's gonna be like, congratulations, I am a Houdini, because this little bit of bread has a lot of love in it. And it's got love for you, and it's got love for me, and the whole thing. And it says, like, don't get bit by a cat. Don't get bit. You don't want to get bit by a cat. Don't get bit by a cat. But you know, if it's a cute little kitty cat, it got a little motor cat, it's not gonna bite you. You know what it's gonna do? It's gonna meow at you. Meow, 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 and it's gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. I mean, kitty cat.
Lol, boop the snoot, fellow teens. Dave, rebuttal.
Well, yes, somebody did say magic cat, and that was me. I was in the middle of casting a spell. I didn't know I was being overheard. I didn't understand that other people could be witness to my magic spell about the cat. So, fess up. It was me. It was me. Stay away from my magic spot.
You heard it here first. Stay away, only touch the magic spot if you know what you're doing. And tweet number 1 from, this is not what it sounds like, Jugs with a Z, at Cookie Jugs. See, I saved it, I redeemed it. How do you draw fish? Fish emoji. Dave!
Oh, hey there, Cookie Drugs. I'm glad you asked me about that because I am an expert. I like to use like little breadcrumbs, sometimes dried out flies. You could use worms if you're nasty. Sometimes little flakes. You can get those at the store. Little flakes. Yeah. Yeah. All those things could do it. Sometimes like fish eggs, which is weird, but true.
Dave, clearly a Final Fantasy VII aficionado. Just rebuttal!
Oh, well, I really love going on my fishing. It's my favorite things to do. And what I like to do is I go down to the bait shop. And when I go down to the bait shop, that's when I always say, oh, hey there, Tom, how you doing? And he goes, oh, hey there, how you doing? And I'll go pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. I'm just going out. I'm going to go get some fish. And I'm going to show this young little Doug's boy. I'm going to show him how to do some fishing. That's how Sunday's going to work for both of us. And you better make sure you up at 4 a.m. because you're not open 4 a.m. I don't know what to tell you, but you're not going to get any fish because all them fish are going to be gone. They're going to be sleeping. Fish sleep. Now, if you don't have the right type of fishing pole, you gotta have the right type of fishing pole. And if it's not the type of fishing pole that you got from your dad, that got that from his dad, that got from his dad, it's probably not the right type of fishing pole. So you're gonna have to go down to a big five. And you're gonna have to find an attendant. And you're gonna have to ask that attendant, I need a fishing pole that was owned by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations, because that's the only type of fishing pole you're gonna be able to get to draw this fish. Now you might be questioning that because this is a weird thing. I want to draw a fish. You want to go fish. The best way to draw a fish is to get your reference. The only way you're gonna get a reference is if you catch a fish. You gotta go catch a fish before you can get caught up in a drawing. Once you get that fish, there's multiple different things that you can do. You could choose to take that fish, you just slap that fish right onto the paper, and then you just take your pencil, you take your pen, you take your brush, and you go around, because there's no such thing as tracing there. No such thing as tracing, Doug. Because especially if you got your own reference, it ain't tracing, it's truth. You could also do a blonde outdoor, you could do painting, you could do whatever you really want, but in the end, it's got to be the kind of fish that you want to have too. So you got to go get that fish. Go get that fish, dogs. Then once you get that fish, then you're going to make that fish. You can draw that fish. And once you draw that fish, then you're going to draw all the other fishies around, if you know what I mean. But yeah, know what I'm saying.
Dogfish in a bowl with a fishing pole. I think that's clear enough. This has been Twitter's Rapidballs. You're goddamn welcome. That was awesome.
Hey there, Tom.
I
don't even know if most of that is legible, but there was things I was saying. Like, there's a story.
Yeah, I assume there was intent of words behind it. So there you go. Now you know what the world is about. You know what to think about it. I can't possibly think of anything else you could possibly want. Oh, wait, that's right. You sent us something, our amazing listeners. It's going to make it live on the air. And by live on the air, I mean recorded on Riverside. It is. And now it's time for Fings What Got Sent Us. Why, aye, pet. It's Geordie, and they're technically British. I have Geordie's friends. It's okay.
Gonna throw the technically card.
It's my most played card. I need a sleeve for it. This is Fings What Got Sent Us, where we transition from the horrific, god-awful wilderness of Twitter, and by wilderness I mean cesspit, to something you, our listeners, have sent us. Something that makes us happy, because honestly, our listeners are amazing. They're pretty much the best. This one comes from Mike Bowles. This is a suggested scene, and I hope you're all ready for this, because this one's a little intense. This one's got a little oomph to it. This one's got a little, it's got a little ass smack to it. Dave is a hamster. Is he happy? I don't know. That's it. That's the suggestion. Dave is a hamster. Is he happy? I don't know.
Oh boy.
And that's the suggestion. Think you can do better than that?
We thank you, Mike Bowles.
We do thank you indeed.
I'm tired of running. I think I'm going to go climb through the tubes again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, you love those tubes. Well, I'll tell you what. I got you a little special something. It's
Is it a tiny cup with water?
It's a tiny cup with water.
And is it also a tiny sandwich?
It's a tiny barbecue sandwich.
Oh, and it comes on a tiny plate with tiny cutlery?
It comes on a tiny napkin with tiny olives on a tiny stick. There you go, bud.
Oh,
Just,
wow.
you know what? Enjoy that.
Thank you.
and we'll be back in a minute. I've got a few things to take care of, but
Okay. Well, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna put off climbing through the little tunnels, and I'm gonna eat the sandwich.
okay. That sounds
Okay.
like a plan. That sounds like a
Okay.
plan, Dave the hamster.
Okay, come back soon.
Okay.
Oh, tiny sandwich.
Hey there.
Tiny piece. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hi.
Hi.
Looks like a nice sandwich.
Yeah, should you be here? Stranger
Me?
danger?
Oh,
It's a sandwich?
I can be anywhere.
Okay. Well,
Say,
here is anywhere, so I guess
why
that's
don't
okay.
I just slither up over there? Get a
Whoa, weird leg.
closer look at that sandwich.
Oh wow, you have a fun tongue. Mine's little. Bah.
Oh, so I can't see it. You see, I'm blind.
Oh no.
I can only see things with my tongue.
Are you a bat?
I
Are you a bat? Because you're blind?
no. I am
sorry
not
to
a
presume.
bat.
Are you want some of my sandwich? It's really good.
Yes.
It's tiny. Like me.
Oh, okay. Let me try some.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's right there. Yeah.
I'll just open my mouth and you put it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, come towards. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of space. How far back did you want this? Okay. Here I go. Okay. Keep going, or
Sure.
yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting. Not how I would have decorated, but interesting.
That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
I think subconsciously I kind of wanted it.
Hey, buddy. I hope you like your new friend. I noticed you were a little alone in there, so I went and picked you up a friend from the pet store. I hope you two get along. Make sure to share your sandwich. Be a gracious host. You know what I mean?
It sounds like he's really in me.
He probably is. You know what? He probably is. He's a gracious host, and I appreciate. That's what I appreciate about. That's what I appreciate about him. Do you want? Do you want any water? I just realized I got him water in a dish, and I didn't get you any.
You got him water. Okay. Well, he's in, so let me just open my mouth, then you can put the water. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. All right.
There we go. Yeah, I wasn't sure when that was going to happen. Okay. Here's my tiny water cup.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, that's good.
Did
Did you want some water, Mr. Friend?
I'm parched.
I could take it in there for you.
Oh, thanks. I was just like,
Okay, and in we go.
I get like a bottle. I could with the little spheres on the end, I can put that on the. I'm gonna go grab that. I'll be right back. That's probably the best way to do this.
That's probably the best way to do this.
That's probably the best way to do this. That was Fings we gotta send us. Thank you so much, Mike Bowles, for sending us a scene suggestion. We clearly had fun with that. I don't know about you, but I did. Which I'm legally required to do, so you're welcome.
I mean, I had fun.
There you go. Bonus Just fun and probable Dave fun. Well, faithful listeners, I know you're here, and I know you are craving more, and that's what we're going to give to you. And it is the final improv comedy gloriousness that will tease your palate. Do palates get teased? I don't fucking know. Anyway, it's this. I've ruined the whole thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to go lash myself.
It's the Improv Game of the Week.
Yes, the world famous improv game of the week, where every week on the podcast we choose a game and then we try to play it. Because I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, we're awesome and amazing and we do everything perfectly. So we're going to play this improv game that I have chosen because it's my episode, Blue episode. I'm Cody. Did I mention that? Yeah, it's mine. This is a game called Product Pitch, where it is, if you've ever played the improv game or seen the improv game played or heard of the improv game, Evil Stick of Gum, it is kind of like that. One player is pitching a product to another, kind of one of those end of the boardroom. This is the, hat in their hand. This is the thing. This is the thing that's going to make them a millionaire. And their partner is constantly undercutting the product, but in the most positive way. Like they're doing their best to sell the product, but everything they say is undercutting it, and it is the first player's job to justify those undercuts. For a terrible example, oh, we got these are the swimming goggles you wear in the pool. They're the best. They're the absolute most perfect goggles. And then their partner says something like, and they leak like crazy. They'll be filled up with water in no time at all. And it is the first player's job to justify that. Kind of like Evil Stick of Gum. The third player is who they are selling the product to, and that's the game. Could we get a suggestion for a product? An airplane engine. Oh, boy. I love it. Selling an airplane engine. Just as selling it. Dave is the assistant. I am the client, or whatever fits here. There we go. So what do you have for us today?
We've got a great, new, innovative, energy-efficient engine for a Series 4 biplanes that I know that you have been working on trying to lighten the overall load on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only biplanes.
Because we want the engine to specifically work for the exact type of plane it is. I mean, why make an engine that's going to be way too cost inefficient, if we make it so that it would work on a 747 when it doesn't need to work on something like that,
Exactly. We are cost efficient for us. It's a very efficient way of us making money.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this engine. Why is it right for our particular line of aircraft?
Oh, well, it's correct because we've spent about 3 years doing extensive tests and research and fine-tuning of this engine so that it can work simultaneously and seamlessly with the bodies that your architect has been putting together for the last few years as well.
Yeah, we spent 20 months of those 3 years in litigation with our first scientist, but ever since then, we've been moving right along. No more hassle, no more hitches.
Which, happens once in a while. There was conflict of interest. And honestly, we were able to bring in a amazing team of aeronautical engineers in replacement of that one unfortunate incident. So it all worked out, I feel. Like for the better.
We're fine now.
So talk to me about public appeal. How sexy is this engine?
This engine will make every person faint from how smooth and beautiful of a ride they will get out of this engine.
It actually makes everyone horny.
Because they're in such a state of euphoria when it is in an airplane like that, like yours, a biplane, that, all of the hierarchy of needs are met with this engine. That's all I'm saying.
And the passengers you've tested this engine with, they like it?
Oh, yeah. It's smooth riding. It's not bumpy. It's cost efficient, so it lowers the cost on each one of their plane tickets. It really doesn't. It's quiet. you know? So you don't have to worry about constant engine noise in such a small plane.
And all of these surveys were 100% vetted, for all friendly participants. We got rid of all of the ones that were bad. So it's like, these are the results. We agreed. These are the final results.
Because we wanted to make sure that all of the participants that we had were just as excited as we were, and any criticism that we received from participants, we went back to the drawing board and we fixed until there were no more complaints.
Just horniness.
Okay, that's really exciting. That's something we like to hear. What about on the professional spectrum? How do pilots and engineers and air traffic controllers, what do they think?
So in multiple tests of this engine, we found that it was passing or better than passing for a multitude of different inclement weather issues, as well as any issue that would arise that other portions of the plane might fail. In fact, we ran extensive tests with pilots who were going through training to see what would happen if they needed to be more responsive to portions of the engine failing, and how they would be able to restart the engine with ease so that everyone on the plane was safe.
100% digital simulations, all of our tests. No one got hurt.
So that we could lower the carbon footprint of all of our testing, so that unnecessary tests weren't taking place and destroying the atmosphere.
I'm really glad you brought up the atmosphere and the environment, because that's a really important factor for our company. Greenpeace is something that we're really interested in. How does your engine help the environment?
So our engine helps the environment, which is a great question. It's a wonderful question.
That's a stupid question.
I'm very thankful for this question, and I'm so excited to answer this, because it's really, really cool what our engine does to help the environment.
And we had agreed to deflect on this question, so great job.
So that we could highlight to you how much of a valued customer you are.
Okay, so then in terms of marketing, I think this is our last big question. Marketing. Everybody loves to know why, or our marketing department loves to know how we can make this more popular. So what's your marketing like? How do you sell this to everyone?
Right. So a massive social media campaign is always required. We've got a couple influencers and one or two like B-level celebrities that are more than happy to endorse the use of the engine in their own private planes, especially for that one luxury app that's essentially Uber, but for rich kids that want to hop from city to city. We have the foundations put in place so that when you purchase this engine and it gets installed into your biplanes, out the door, those planes are going to be flying off your shelves.
Plus, we have a warehouse full of pre-printed T-shirts that say "Horny for biplanes."
Oh my god, that was so good. Jess, I'd hire you right now. That was amazing. So there you go. That's product pitch. I hope you enjoyed it, because I clearly did. Horny for biplanes. God damn it. Well, my friends, I hope you have had a most guffaw-filled evening. I hope it brought you some joy. I hope it brought you some laughs. I hope it brought you some good times. If we did, go to wastingallthetime.com/contact and maybe let us know. It feels good. Or wastingallthetime.com/vote if something in this scene particularly tickled your fancy as to something that would be the entire year's worth of quality.
Something truly guffawful.
Something something that made you chuckle louder than you would normally. Something that would make you upchuck.
Sometimes just brought a little bit of light into your heart, and you started saying like, man, I guess I can make it through the next day because this one little segment, I'm just gonna play it over and over and over again, and it's just gonna be so good.
Yeah, Jackhammer.
That too. If anything about this made you rage so hard that you punched through both your monitor and your keyboard at the same time, while also narrowly avoiding your cat, who is clearly never the subject of your internet-induced rage, go ahead and head on over to twitter.com/@jhansen himself. I don't know if there's an @ in the URL. I don't use Twitter. Tweet it at him. Let your rage be known to the entire world. And go from there.
You don't use Twitter? I follow you on like 3 different profiles.
Twitter.
I do. I have a bunch. And that's Dave calling me out. Calling me out for the hypocrite. The liar that I am. Unless I have any other parting shots from my cohorts.
Well, when asked, the answer is always yes. A lot of pressure.
Yeah. A little bit.
It takes it takes 2 to to baby.
You got this. I believe in you.
It takes 2, baby.
Okay.
And you.
That was wrong. Anything else?
Not for me. No. What does Larry think?
Hold on. I got something I want to say.
Oh no.
Cause we are the youth. We'll take your fascism away.
Oh, I thought you were the youth of the nation.
Because we are the youth and we apologize for another day.
Okay.
Oh
my God.
We are the youth and politicians are so sure that we are the youth and we're knocking on death's door.
This is going completely off the rails.
Well, because I never knew we were living in a world with a mind that could be so sure. I never knew we were living in a world with a mind that could be so small. You know? I never knew that we were living in a world and the world is an open court. And maybe we don't want to live in a world where our innocence is so short. Because we'll make it up to you in the year 2000.
Anyway, this has been Wasting All the Time. I hope you had a fantastic time. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you so much for patrons making this possible. We really do appreciate it. And we will see you all next time. Enjoy. Stay safe. Touch a butt.
Bon voyage.
Butts. Touch them.
Bye.
Good night, folks. That's John. That's what John said.
Congratulations. You've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers.
Real quick, pop quiz, best Bond theme. Go, Dave.
Oh, I do like Skyfall.
I haven't heard it. Shit. I need to look that up right now. Jess.
The only one I know. Oh, wait, no, I know another one that I love. Actually, I think this is a theme. It's the garbage. The world is not enough.
The what? Wait, did you say the garbage? Hold up.
Isn't that garbage?
Maybe.
Oh, the artist. You weren't making
The
a value
artist's name is
judgment.
garbage.
I thought you were making a value judgment, and we were about to fight.
No,
Because I
the
love that
artist's
song.
name is garbage.
Okay, you're like the garbage. The world is not enough. I was like, I'm driving out to
Take the lights with you and the canvases.
this
Yeah,
place to fight
yeah.
Jess. Yeah. I'm gonna be really embarrassed when Jess beats me up, but that's life in the big city.